Hello, amazing leaders, and welcome to day 2 of the 90-day challenge to do 90 podcasts in 90 days. Just want to thank you for the feedback so far. There's been some lovely messages from people, some unexpected ones as well, which has been really nice. And I'm really interested to see and hear what you are going to do for your 90-day challenge. So whatever format you're listening to this in, please try and leave a message in the comments or get in touch with me just to say what you're doing so that you can be accountable to me and others in the group, but also that I can share in your 90-day journey too. That's really important to me for those of you that want to do that. Like I said yesterday, it doesn't matter when you start this, whether you're starting today or in the future, whenever it starts, your 90 days starts for you on that very first day that you commit to doing something for 90 days or over a 90-day period. So whatever that might be, that's your challenge. You go for it. Today's topic is be selfish. Interesting words there that I'm using. And I just wonder, how does that make you feel when we say those words, be selfish? This one's going to be one that's going to provoke some thoughts, hopefully, in your head today. So do you actually do anything just for you? Have a think about that. When was the last time that you did something just for you? And did that feel selfish? Or was it a good feeling? Did it feel right to be able to do that? And when I'm talking about being selfish, I mean being selfish in a good way. Not in a horrible way, but in a good way. And it's a bit like when we used to be able to get on aeroplanes, when we were told by the flight attendants that in the case of lack of oxygen, that we were to put our own oxygen mask on first before helping others. And most of us have heard that lots of times if we've travelled, and we kind of take it for granted now that yes, that's what we do. But outside of that aeroplane, do we ever use that analogy on ourselves to be able to really put our own oxygen mask on, whatever that might be, first before we help others? Another way I like to look at it is if you are made up yourself, if you're a giant vessel or a pot, and if your pot is empty, you can't give from it. But if your pot is overflowing and you give from the overflow of that pot, then people are getting the top of you, the best of you that's overflowing, rather than the dregs that are in the bottom of your pot. And I want you to sort of think about that as yourself. Often we don't. Often we're putting others first, and especially as amazing leaders, we try and help and support our teams, our families, and everyone else around us, and leave us to be last on the list. Now, I'm not saying just reverse that 100% and don't do anything for anybody else, but I'm just challenging you to be able to think about putting yourself first and treating yourself. What do you do to treat yourself? What might that be? Have a think. When was the last time you did that? Is it something you actually might want to do today? Do you need to book it in advance, or are you waiting for the lockdown measures to ease and you be able to do that again? It might be just picking up a phone and speaking to somebody, or sending them a message, or it might be actually booking yourself in for a treatment, a spa day, whatever it might be. But treat yourself and make sure you've got it booked in the calendar for another time as well. So you've always got something to look forward to, a piece of your day or week or month that you've got carved out just for you. So is that word selfish too hard a word for us to get around? What about if we change that word to self-love rather than selfish? Does that change things for you? That perspective of actually loving ourselves first so that we can give out to others from our own self-love that we have. Because here's the reality of it. A lot of us that are leading other people or that are there for other people, whether that's just at home and giving out to our children or our parents or our friends and families, or in a work situation as well, whatever situation you're in, if you constantly give out and if you burn out, what happens to the other people in your life then? What happened if you were burnt out for 6 months? Who would that affect in your life? So whilst others may see it as selfish, I really believe that that self-love will actually help those that you're trying to help around you. And I want you to do something today, something different, something for yourself, or plan to do something for yourself so you've got it to look forward to in the future. So I hope that's helpful. I'm really excited to hear what your 90-day challenges are and what you're doing, so let me know what they are. We're on day 2. We've got 88 to go, which seems a long way, but it will soon come round. So keep going, and thank you again for all the support that you've given me. And remember, average or amazing, it's your choice. Have a great day.